Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 teams target on the back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will get the first crack at it here. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the option. He'll toss it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll run the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Goes to the option. Picks up the first down. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
11th play of this opening drive coming up, but this one a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. A incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit them as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Pulls it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Good timing on the quick out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking for space. It's Lopez. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, but still got him on the turf.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass.
That was all user, baby. That was all me. Let's go.
These defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You've got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Ball in the air, intercepted! How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cortez. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Middle Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. From the gun, running back gets the give. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. The toss to the right. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Running to the left. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
The return is tackled down at the 37, and the Indiana offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Hey, just a great job by the defense. 1st down, the whole menu's open to the offense. They try to slip in the screen pass. They see it right away. Get them on the ground for no gain.
It's complete on the right side. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a spot in the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
The Huskers will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against you.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out of
God
space.
damn. You guys going to block anybody today? Jesus Christ.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Using his feet to buy time. And they weren't able to make the
God damn. You don't fucking block anybody today.
The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. A low line drive and not his best work. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
He's looking to throw it. Picked off. Got some room to run. The 20. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown.
Ooh, slowest motherfucker on my defense, I swear to God.
Nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They'll line up to go for two. Trying to punch it in. He finds the end zone for the two, and now the lead is 7.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick six, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the two-point conversion.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Open space at the 25. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown.
Fucking jackasses.
Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the 1st down marker is, and they get the 1st down.
Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
The tight end, the ball carrier, picks up 7. And 1st down.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
At the 36. 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. They go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Throwing right. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's going to pass. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Defense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll leave it with him. Touchdown, Indiana! And in the final moments, they've taken
And how about this offense? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it.
Now they line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good.
I missed one from that 29 just a little bit ago. Touchdown.
Extra point.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third down situation, just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the football.
Desperate to convert him, here we go. Fires to the wide out. Got it past the marker. The offense will use the timeout clock to stop with 22 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save it down. Nobody getting over there. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. He'll try it again on second and 10. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack right in the floor. Double time, let's to the line to stop the clock. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe decide and play here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off.
Jorge Westerman. Game, baby. Let's go. Ooh, what a game.
You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays.